So we are back at the Sunroom Addition job. We're gonna get the insulation installed today and start all the siding, all the boxing of the soffits. Once we get the insulation inspection done, start filling in the ceiling, tongue and groove, getting all the boxing done inside. Pretty much finish this thing up. Let's get some insulation installed. So the idea with floor insulation is if you're using faced insulation, you want to make sure that the faced portion is always facing towards the inside of the porch, which means we're putting the face up and then stuffing that stuff inside the floor joists. We're going to be covering up the bottom here with an air barrier. We're not using a vapor barrier. The reason why we're not using a vapor barrier is because we don't want to trap moisture inside that cavity, which will eventually start to sweat and then cause the insulation to get super damp and start growing mold over time. So the type of insulation that we're using for the floor is R19 Face. So now the guys got the floor insulation done, they're gonna work on the walls inside and then the ceilings. Now the ceilings are gonna get baffles. The baffles are going to prevent any kind of moisture buildup from happening. It's gonna allow air to pass through between the sheathing and the insulation, allowing it to dry out in the event that we do have humid days. So another thing that's really important before you start doing your insulation is you want to get your electrical rough-in completed, inspected, and passed. Always recommend using a licensed electrician to do all of your electrical work. Get all the required inspections done before you start buttoning up your porch, meaning putting on any drywall, putting on any of the trim or ceiling boards. Gonna check on the guys and see what type of progress we're making. Oh, looks like I got quite a bit of material to pick up. Welcome, welcome! Making good progress, guys. Yeah, you're doing good. You're making some progress. Siding looks good. All right, so we swapped out that vapor barrier that we had wrapped the outside walls with this home guard. This home guard is going to allow the walls to breathe. The vapor barrier is not going to do that. What's up, my friend? Hey. How you doing? Fine. Things are going well here. I'm always fascinated by trim work. It just makes such a huge impact on the overall look and aesthetic of a build that you're working on. When we're installing these sill plates, it's really important that we have a slight pitch downward going towards the exterior of the house. That way, when we put on our jambs, any water that lands on that outside sill is gonna drip off outside to the exterior of the building. We don't want water to be traveling on the inside of this structure. That's what they're doing right here. So these are the composite shims that we're gonna be using to create that slight pitch downward. And this is a very important step to making sure that water does not intrude inside the building. Do I need to get you guys some flashing? All right, I have some. You need it on the bottom.
You want one too?
You need it on the bottom. It needs to go all the way around. It's a window jamb. If you put one piece and notch all the posts and put it this way, the jamb will cover up that section. That's the way to do it. That's how we normally do it. It's the only way it'll work.
One whole piece.
One whole piece, half, and then make sure that your joint is underneath the jamb. Yep. See the magic that unfolds. The ridge, we're just gonna use like 1 by pine. Yeah, you can do the ridge anytime. Get the ceiling done. Yeah. So that way you can start working on the header. Cool, yeah, that's a good plan. Mario, do you have any of those 6-inch lags? You have any of those? But like, do you have just like 2 of them? Can you bring some tomorrow? Yeah. And can you put one in here going down and then one in here going down?
On the bus?
Yeah, because I don't think there's any there. Okay. Just before you wrap that, just put, you know, because there's nothing there. I just need it to be secured. All right. Everything looks good out here. They are rocking and rolling. We need to get the drywall out here. We need to get the cladding pine decking board out here for the wall. We are in the middle of getting all of the trim work completed out of this job. I'm here with the dump trailer, picking up all the old material that we're trying to get out of here, all the trash, clearing up the site. A little bit of ways to go before we can call this thing paint ready. Now remember, this job we're getting drywall put on the inside instead of any type of cladding wall. So our drywall is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. We'll see if that happens. All I can say is, wow. I mean, look at this. Mario.
Yes, sir.
Do you have enough 5/4 for all the jambs?
I'm gonna check it out right now. I have to see how many.
What all 5/4 do you have on the site? Just those and that?
That's more, yeah, those.
I don't think you're gonna have enough 5/4 on the site. That's got to be a 5 or a 6. Yeah, just give me one more 5/4 by 6.
Okay, total of 3.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you one extra 5/4 by 6 for jams. All right, it'll be here tomorrow. So this is the window jambs that we're putting in. This is a 5/4 PVC board. And the idea is we've got 1 inch of rise here and 2 inches of depth. Best thing about using this PVC here is it's never gonna rot. So this thing's gonna last forever. The windows will always be intact. They'll never have to change any of the jambs due to any kind of water rot later on down the road. Now these gable openings over here, they're gonna be sealed up with a solid glass window. Now, all the other windows are gonna be the horizontal sliders, meaning they're gonna be able to take these windows and slide them this way and open this up and allow all that fresh air to come in to their sunroom space. In most of our porches, we're boxing in this ridge using PVC. However, this client wants us to be boxing this thing in with pine so that the whole ceiling can be stained the same color without the break of the ridge being painted a different color. So on the exterior of the header, we're going to wrap the header with PVC as well. Now, what we're going to do to try to mimic what we got over here. So what I just found out is the other side of the house has trim below the bed molding, and we were trying to match the house trim, but it looks like the trim line here underneath the soffit, it's a little different than the trim line on the other side. Just trying to keep this thing consistent, right? So I'm going to take a look here at the other side of the house, and it looks like they've got the trim here on the gable side, and on the rear end here where the rafter tails are, it looks like they don't. So since we have 2 pieces coming down here like this, okay. Mario, let me show you what I'm seeing. So you see where the roof line comes down to the soffit, the rafter tail soffit? There's no 1x4 there. It's only on the gable ends where we have an extra little piece of 1x. You see that? So we have bed molding where the rafter tails come down, and then we have that one piece of 1x, which is going to be fine because we do that anyways here. We don't even need that.
No.
We don't. So we just need the bed molding. The side here where we have 2 roof lines meeting, this is the challenge part, right? No. It's just this part. You can notch the bed molding or notch that. Yeah, I would probably notch the bed molding.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Are you going to put the 5/4 there?
Yeah.
Or you are? But it doesn't have it on the other side. We don't need that backer board there. They just put it right on the siding. So this is what we want that wall to look like right here. Okay? And then where that 5/4 board is, you'll just notch the bed molding so it just continues over under the soffit line.
Need be another piece right here.
Another piece of siding?
Yeah, from here all the way up.
And then the bed molding?
And then the bed
okay,
molding.
yeah. Do that. Yeah.
That
Okay.
Way, that way, yes, we can work on the same way we were always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at them skills. Look at them skills.
I think we're good.
I think you're good. Yeah. So you just need bed molding. Just bed molding. Okay, I can go pick that up for you. All right, glad we went over all that. See, you guys don't realize that when you're doing trim work, you know, it's artistic stuff. So you gotta, you would like to think that every job is the same, but it's not. You have different types of finishes on different houses that you try to match as best as possible. And, each house is not created equal. It may seem like it from afar, but when you look at the detail, it's not. So you got to pay attention to those things and just do your best on the job site to make sure that the end product kind of matches what you're trying to do. So we got all the deck board cladding. This is going to go around the base of the sunroom and the framing lumber here. Let me get back on the phone with Emmanuel, fix this order, and probably need to go pick up that bed molding myself, since I really don't want him to have to deliver just 4 pieces of bed molding. Oh, you got the bird box done, yeah. Oh, look how cute it is. It's a little tiny one.
Yeah.
I want to take this second to really express my gratitude for Mario, the pro master carpenter. You really do know how to turn out a beautiful product, buddy, and we appreciate all your hard work. We've got the drywall going in now, and we went with the moisture resistant stuff, and for a good reason. You know, this is a sunroom. It is going to have windows that are open a large part of its life. So, yeah, you know, they're going to have the opportunity to close them, but let's say they accidentally forget. We don't want to cause problems. So we went with the moisture resistant stuff here. I think that it just gives everybody a little bit more peace of mind knowing that they won't have any kind of mold or mildew problems in the future. So mudding tomorrow, and then we'll follow up on Friday to finish out the rest of the trim. and then get this thing paint ready, which means that can happen next week, fellas. This thing will be pretty much done, and we'll be waiting on windows and the door from Sunspace, and then that's a wrap. So we're pretty close to coming to a close on this project. So stick with us so that way you can see what the final results look like from this beautiful Sunroom Addition.